So welcome back to Jwiztv, man. Let's get right into these clips, a little review, a little, quick little topic of discussion, man. Blueface, man. I know Blueface been, hitting the internet real strong. He been telling people he took over the internet. Yes, he have, for the good and bad reasons, Look like his own homies, C5 the Reaper, Blueface back in the past, with TC, 400, with D-Lo and things of that nature, from that side as well, So it's a familiar face from Schoolyard who's calling him out to come to his hood and get his issue. I don't know if that issue was just a head up or a DP. He was, in jail. He said he had to turn, Blueface up. Basically tell him, stand on your crippin' while you're around Bloods, Also, too, man, shout out to Baby Brazy, man. He chimed in as well. Y'all heard Blueface, man, with that little snippet. I was squabbling.
Squabble and Tank Twin. Where you from? Cause I'm squabbling on stank twanks and pool putts. Squabble and Tank Twin. Where you from? Cause I'm squabbling on stank twanks and pool putts. Squabble and Tank Twin. Where you from? Cause I'm squabbling on stank twanks and pool putts. Pool putts. Pool putts.
A couple of people he was squabbling, a couple of gangs he was squabbling. Baby Brazy said he gotta drop them names now.
So what I'm doing right now on the Dead Homies is doing what everybody's saying. Because on lanes, somebody go live and say, and this a gang of homies, and say he in there squabbling and this, that. That's what he doing on West Side lanes. He has to. On F4G, that nigga got to, or I'ma breathe on him. I'm on him regardless, just because it's the game. Look, he has to bounce on here and say who he talking about, who he get in with.
Who was you squabbling? You gotta drop those names, It is like, Blueface getting politicked on for all the wrong reasons now, Everybody was on his side.
Crips is outside, yeah.
Alright. Look like he done got the juice no more. Let me know your thoughts. Let's get into this clip. I'm out.
GM. Blueface gotta bounce on here on lanes because he just jumped on that live and popped it on some homies and said, and this 20s, this Blackstone, this all that on lanes, and you came to jail, you went high power game.
Cool, actually, I surprised myself. I was in there terrorizing shit. I was surprised. I was surprised. They were surprised too. I was surprised that they were.
And you and went to the pen, you went PC, all type shit. So I seen another person say, hey, where you was at before you went to that yard. Again, you have to get on there and say that. Ain't no hate, it ain't nothing. It's all good in the hood. Happy a motherfucker. That's happy people go home. Jesus Christ. But with gang members, if he was a regular person, it'd be good. With gang members, dead homies, especially from the land, you ain't getting away with lying.
Months in the pen, progress report. I'm 210. Nigga barely fitness cells. Yeah, homies, I'm reprogramming, everyday programming, like progressively programming, like dead homegirl. Schoolyard.
He was over here all stressed up, crying on the phone and all that weird. But all that schoolyard down to pump him up. Like, hey, bro, you can't be letting motherfucker get at you like that on the tear, like the blood getting at you sideways. Like, you better not say, you better stand up for your rep. You feel me? You crippin', so you better bang your set. You feel me? So, but he was all stressed out. Like, you feel me? Homeboy wouldn't come out for showers. Like, I don't know. He was just like on some like dirtbag shit. And like shaved his head, and then he went to prison, and like he had a bunch of pimples on his face and like crust. I'm like, damn, bro, wash your face in the morning, gang. Like, come on, you on Thursday.
In that clip right there, man, that's Baby Brazy. I heard it from, C5 the Reaper out of the schoolyards. Shout out to Baby Brazy for that content. He, keeping it 100 all the time, man, on that Who's Who. So go check out Who's Who's. But yeah, man, this is Jwiztv. Let me know your thoughts, man. Is, Blueface gonna pull up to the schoolyard. Where Whack 100 at, man? Normally he on Pyro this, on Pyro that. That's nephew. We ain't heard from Unc. I'll get you on the next clip. I'm out.
Fighting man.
I did. course, man.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was cool, actually. I surprised myself. I was in there terrorizing shit. I was surprised. Yeah, it was cool, actually. I surprised myself. I was in there terrorizing shit. I was surprised. I was surprised. They were surprised too. I was surprised. They were surprised too.